Welcome to MDL Crochet for this tutorial on the Tunisian twisted stitch. It is done in multiples of 2 plus 2. For this tutorial, I used a 4-weight yarn with 6.5 millimeter Tunisian crochet hook. You can use tools such as cable guides or a darning needle, and I show you how to do the twisted stitch without any of those. So let's go ahead and get into the tutorial. Alright, I went ahead and I already pulled up my chain. Now remember, this stitch is done in multiples of 2 plus 2. The stitch is done with 2 stitches. So we're going to go ahead and pull up our foundation row. And you do that by going from the second chain from your hook. The chain that your yarn is coming out of is chain 1, and then the very next one. And all you do is you just flip it over and you have all these bumps in the back. Those bumps are what you're going to be pulling your loops out of. You just go through them, yarn over, and pull up your loop. And you're going to do that all the way down. And then we'll meet you when we're getting ready for the return pass. Okay, so we're here at the return pass. So just count to make sure you have all your loops like you normally would. Now we're going to do a standard return pass, which is yarn over, chain 1, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2, all the way down till the end. So you only have that one loop left on your hook. Alright, we have our one loop left on our hook. So what we're going to do is I'm breaking these stitches up with simple stitches. But what we're going to do a simple stitch just to break it up. Now here comes the stitch. You're going to pull up 2, 1, and 2. Now you can use a few different tools. Let's go ahead and back out of those 2. You can use a cable tool, or you can use this other tool, which is also a cable tool. You just put it in and you're twisting the stitch, and then you're taking your needle and you're going through it. But what I like to do is, it's easy, it's quick, is if you take your needle and you go past it, take your hook, go into that further one, and you're twisting it, so you're going behind it, and then you're bringing up the other one, and you can use your thumb, and you're just twisting it. Now we're going to do that again. This is just a regular simple stitch to help keep the space. So we're going to pull up 2 simple stitches, 1 and 2. Then you're going to back out, leave those 2 alone, take your needle, make that one twist, and then go into the other one. You can rotate it with your finger, or you can use your cables, or you can use another needle. All you're doing is just twisting their aspect. Again, we'll just pull up 2 loops, and then we're just going to pull out of 2, and then we're just going to go in the other way. And then this one we're twisting so we can go from to that inside. That's all we're doing. And it creates a really nice twist. Again, simple stitch, simple stitch. Just pull your needle out. Say you want to use one of these tools, you can just insert it and twist, and you can pinch it and slide it onto your needle. That's the exact same thing we've been doing. So again, simple stitch, pull up your loop, 1 and 2, and if you don't have the cable tools, you can use your darning needle. Pull it out, take your darning needle and just slide it in, twist, and you can pinch it, let it go, put your needle in, and you just slide it on. And the effect it creates is a really cool effect, and I'll show you that here when I work up a lot more for this. We're going to do it one more time. 1 and 2, and we're going to do it without any tools. So you just slide it out and go in the front one with your needle, and then just bring the other one around, and there you are. And that is the Tunisian twisted stitch. You can continue that up. We'll do one more row together, and it's always a standard return pass. Now here's what you're going to have to pay attention for when you get here with the standard return pass, is when you get to where you twisted, you're going to have to yarn over, and you're still going through one. You're not going through both. So you'll have to go nice and slow to make sure you're getting the one loop. Sometimes you may have to use your fingers, and then yarn over, go through two, and it's going to look a little awkward, but that's fine. That's what it's supposed to look like. So again, yarn over and then go through just 2 loops. Use your finger if you have to. The stitch is a little bit slower because of that reason. We'll do it one more time. Just be careful, nice and slow. And then loop on this, it should look like that. And then yarn over and go through 2. And we're going to go again, nice and slow. And then yarn over and then go back through the second again. Now I'm going to go ahead and finish up to the end, and then we'll do one more row together. So I started with a simple stitch just because I'm trying to keep these spaced out for you guys. So I'm just going to do a simple stitch again. Now you're here. So you have this bar. You'll see it here on every twist. That bar is a loop. So you'll pull up your simple stitch in that bar, and then you'll do your simple stitch in the normal way. And then you'll back out and do your twist. A simple stitch, just because I'm doing that to space them out. Again, there's that bar. Pull up your stitch, and then go into the main bar and pull up your stitch. Back out. Twist your stitches. So the best way I have found to twist my stitches, it's easy. I don't have to put nothing down and re-grab stuff all the time. Is just pull up your stitches, back out, take your needle point and hook that furthest away stitch and let it just twist onto you, and then take your thumb and guide that next one, twisting it in the same action, twisting it and putting it on your needle. Do it again for you. There's our simple stitch bar and our regular bar. Back out. Use your needle head to go into the loop of that one to twist it onto your needle. And then take your thumb and just move that other stitch on. It's going to slide on, it's going to twist on its own. Let's do it again. Back out. Use your needle head to go into the loop to help it twist onto your needle. And you can see this one already starting to twist on its own. And you just guide it on there with your thumb. In my opinion, it's a lot easier to do it that way without having to drop your hands, grab your cable tool, and just do it that way. That's just how find this way a lot easier, less dropping. Now remember, when you get to these stitches, you have this bar you have to pull up. It's more diagonal. That's where one of your stitches are, because it's this stitch that was twisted that's over here now. So you have to pull up your loop in that bar. And it's easy to go under. And then do the next one. Pull out your needle just by the two and start your twisting action. And that is it. That is all there is to this stitch. It's always a standard return pass unless you're adding different stitches to it. I'm going to go ahead and go off camera and do a few more rows of this stitch so you can see what it looks like built up. So to close this project off, you're just going to do the simple stitch slip off, which is you pull up a simple stitch and slip it off. You only want that one loop left on your hook. And you're going to do it in your diagonal bars as well. Everywhere you would normally pull up a stitch is where you're going to pull up your simple stitches just so you can close it off. And then when you get to the end, you'll do your edge stitch, yarn over and slip that off, and then do an extra chain or two, whatever you're comfortable with. And that is the twisted stitch. It does curl. It curls a lot, but I did a gap of simple stitches in between each one, and you can see the little rope effect, the twirl effect that it's doing. But that is the Tunisian twisted stitch. And if you found this tutorial helpful, please consider giving me a like and subscribe. It would be greatly appreciated. And leave me a comment. I will chit chat with you. And as always, folks, keep stitching.